Oh, I'm so excited. This is perfect. Well, I'm back. New video. Today we're gonna focus on the rack and pinion tie rods because I gotta extend them and do some measurement according to the build inspection. So I'm gonna show you what I need to do on this video, and we'll see if it works out. If not, I don't really know what to do. But first, I got the right size tire, and the more I look at this, the more happy I get. This fits really good, and on a distance, that looks, because the car is so small, that looks like a lot bigger than 17 inches. So this is gonna be great. I'm so happy with this, and I think I can get away with just rolling the fenders to get this under there. And it's got an even gap all the way around. This is the ride height I would like. I like it when the gap is the same all the way around. So these are 2, 15, 40, 17, and they're almost exactly the same diameter as the factory 205, 55, 16 that came on the 850. But enough about this wheel and tire. Let's get to the front end. Okay, let's see if I can explain this in a way that everybody can understand. I removed the fender for easier access. So this is the 460 rack and pinion, and it's narrower than the 850. I couldn't get the 850 rack and pinion in here because of the hole up to the steering column, so I have to use the 460 rack. But that means that because it's narrower, it means that the tie rods have to be longer. And when you change this, you change the length of the tie rods, you need to check something that's called bump steer. And bump steer is if the wheel, when it travels up and down, if it's gonna turn anyway, right or left, because the tie rod is gonna be much longer. So, and we all know that if you have a, how should I explain this? You have a stick, and if you move that up and down from a fixed point, you change the length on it. So from the top is one distance, and then it goes like in a half moon down, so it changes length, and that's what I have to check. But first I'm gonna set it up like factory 850 and have that as like a base measurement. But to do that, because this rack is narrower, shorter, I had to extend the tie rods. So I did it like this. This is the 850 rack, and the 850 rack is, what was it now? I don't remember. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's about 90 millimeters longer on on each end than the 460 rack. These threads for the inner tie rods, they are the same on the 460 and 850. So this is the 850 tie rod, and this is the tie rod end. You see it's shaped like this to clear the wheel at full turns. So I had to make this one 90 millimeters longer, and I did that with this piece of pipe. And this one, this is like, I made it like this. This is not the same thread as in the rack, but it works to put it in so it's on there. Because when I do this test, you don't turn the wheels. You only want to measure them up and down and see how much they move left and right from the suspension travel. So kind of tighten this like in here, and then so you have to imagine now that this is in the rack, and then you have the 90 millimeter extension, which puts the inner 850 tie rod at the same location as if I had this rack in the car. But I can't put this rack in the car because of this doesn't line up with the hole in the firewall. So I made an extension here. So I'm going to put all this on the 460 rack and put the wheel on, and then we set it up and start measuring it, so we get a baseline on the 850 rack, because this is factory, so it shouldn't be any problems with this. And then after that we gotta make this one. This one we gotta fit on here somehow. This tie rod on the 460 tie rod shaft. But let's do the 850 first, and we get back to the 460 later. So I'm gonna set this up, and I get back on the video when it's all set up and we start measuring. Okay, so I set this up now. We have the kind of dark in here, but can't have any light for the laser. But that's the extension, so I get the inner tie rod out in the factory location for the 850. And I got the wheel on with the tire that I want to. And I got a laser in the center here and a jack underneath the wheel. So I wish I had a laser with just a pointer, but I don't. So this cross laser have to do. So I'm going to set up the camera on the tripod, get a marker, and let's start measuring. Okay, let's try this then. I hope you guys can hear me. So I'll turn on the laser. So that is the ride height that I'm aiming for. So let's do a mark in the cross section here. Oh, I got shaky hands. And then let's raise it up a little bit. That is the top. Can't raise it more than that. Nice. Now the mark is there. It changed. Don't know why, but I know what it is. This is I think I have to put the drive shaft in because you got a play in the wheel bearing when you have no drive shaft, so it's kind of moving around. So let's try that. I'm going to put the drive shaft in and see if it makes any difference. So let's try this again now. I tightened the tie rod, I put in the drive shaft, but I still have a worn out bearing. So I got a play in the front wheel bearing. So I don't know how accurate this is going to be. But we're at ride height again. Put this on. Let's make a mark. There. Let's travel the suspension up. That's about all I got. And we go down. Well, it shouldn't spring out no more than that. So we can take it a little bit more. There we got a baseline for the 850. So let's fix the tie rod for the 460 rack. I gotta extend that one and see what the difference is gonna be. So I'll get back to you when I replace the tie rod. Okay, we got the 460 tie rod on there. So I'll make some blue dots here. Blue on these so we can tell the difference. So I'll raise it up as much as I can. There. This is actually better. Let's lower it down. There, that's the same. Oh, this is perfect. This is proof. I'm going to show you later on the different curves because I don't think you can see it on the camera. But let me get some stuff off of here. Oh, I'm so excited. This is perfect. So let me get some stuff off here and I explain everything with the camera. Okay, so let me explain this now. The red one is with the 850 tie rod. It's very short, that tie rod. And this is the ride height that I would like. And if you, how should I explain this? When the wheel goes up, like if you're going down in a bump, you hit the bump and you know the springs compress. You get toe out on this wheel, and it's kind of a lot. And if you go the other way, it kind of stays almost the same. It gets a little bit toe in on the 850 short tie rod. Here's the 460 long tie rod. That's the ride height. And you see it's it's much less toe out when you compress the spring. And it's about the same if you bottom it out. So it's almost a straight line on the long 460 tie rod compared to the short 850. You got a really weird curve. So this is actually better with the long tie rod, so that's good. I'm very happy with that. I'm updating my compressor. That's another video. Here you can see the difference. You see here how short the flex is on the 850, and the 460 is almost twice as long. So you know, if you move a short stick up and down, it's going to get shorter compared to a long stick. You move the same distance up and down, you won't lose so much length. So that's why the long 460 tie rods did such a good result. So this is perfect. So I think this is it for this video. got to do some stuff with my daily driver. So I got to put this 460 back in the corner so I can get the BMW inside. But I don't know, next time I kind of wanted to put an empty engine and transmission in the front. Yeah, the next video is probably going to be with when I put the engine and the tranny in the front, so I can see where I need to make holes for the throttle cables, and we'll see in the shifter cables. I think they're way too long, but we'll see in the next video if it's going to work or not. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up if you liked the video. See you the next time. Bye bye.